Good morning, everybody. It is a week before Christmas, so I want to wish you guys a happy holidays. We are out here, and look at what we got. That's not the right thing. Never mind. We're starting out the morning trying to catch some baits. Got out some big sabikis, trying to catch some bullet bonitas. Gonna put them in the tubes. And you know, last night when I was talking to Elliot and Dennis, I was like, what should we fish for? 2 videos ago, you guys saw we caught a big wahoo on a live bullet bonita. And I don't really like to be repetitive with my videos, but when you are hooked on something, that's all you want to do. So we set a time limit today. We're going to troll for wahoo till about 9 a.m. and then we're going to switch it up, put the trolling motor down, and try to get on some yellowtails, mutton snapper, and grouper. Let's see how the day unfolds. Come on! It was a grind. We've been to like 5 or 6 different wrecks, and this is the first pass. What we do is we troll the sabikis. Just go from wreck to wreck and try to mark them, and this is the first little bit of life we found with the bullet bonitas. Got to get them in the tubes quick so they don't die. Such a planer guy, Elliot.
Huge planer guy.
Oh, dang.
That's how you catch them.
You got them on. All right, we got 6 baits in the tube. Some of them look a little questionable. I'm gonna make one more pass at that wreck and get baits out. All right, I think we're done bonita fishing. We made one more pass, and I think we got a bunch on. That is how it's done. Great work, Elliot. Great work, my boy. That is what we're trolling today. Little bullet bonitas. Great bait for big pelagic fish like wahoo. We missed a lot of fish when we did this for 3 days. So I didn't want to take any chances, and Mustad actually came out with these new hooks called jaw locks. They are super sharp, and the trebs usually that we fish are nice, but these are very, very sharp, got a thinner profile. So I'm hoping that they're going to result in better hookups for us. Made some fresh rigs. Now we're going to put them out, work with the current, and just work our way south. And we got to stick to that 9 a.m. cutoff time. 3 treble hooks, 1 right here in the mouth. I'm gonna hook him like that so he can't get unhooked. 1 in the top right there, and then 1 towards the tail right there. And he's going out. We're gonna do 3 baits, 1 out far, 1 mid, and 1 short. You gotta let him out nice and slow, that way that hook doesn't double back, and you just want to put him out with nice smooth tension. What better breakfast than Publix chicken tenders? Some honey mustard. Compliments of Elliot London. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna get the sauce going. How is that sauce?
It's good.
It's good. I'm gonna have to dig
I have
in
to
there.
open it.
Well, everyone just stays the entire night.
What's that?
He's on, Elliot. Get it.
You got it. You got it, Dick.
Weird bite. A lot of head shakes. Take it. I don't want it.
I don't want to fight a sailfish. That's all you.
I don't know if it's a sailfish. It hasn't jumped.
I want to go with a sailfish.
You are?
Yeah.
It's just not a wahoo that hasn't woke up? Well,
No,
that's 3 minutes before our closing bell.
There he goes.
Come on. It was really weird. I saw the rod like double over a little bit, and then I saw the bonita kind of like skipping up top. Really weird bite. Hasn't jumped. That ain't no sailor, is it? You sure you don't want it?
Yeah, that's all you.
You think it's a sailfish
Yeah,
still, don't you?
I'm convinced it's a sail.
I did have some good head tracks. Some good big head shake. Oh, I just saw it jump a little bit. He called it. You little weasel. You knew it was a sailfish.
Done it for too long.
Hey, you want to know the best part? There's a guy flying a kite right there, probably trying to catch a sailfish. No wahoos for us. This will probably be the last fish we catch on these, and then we're going to switch to bottom fishing. Unless there's a wahoo following the sailfish. All the sailfish we've caught recently have been so small.
I just got a text from Sean.
Saying that he caught another one?
Yes, sir.
You're kidding.
Really?
What do you say? Wait, let's go there. Where is he?
shout out Sean.
If he's on 2 piles of fish, we gotta go there.
I'm kind of with Victor on this one.
Let's go.
Want to go catch a quick rack
Right.
too, real quick?
Dennis's buddy is on a kayak right now and just caught 2 wahoo within like an hour of each other. Even though we said we're only gonna do this till 9 a.m., he said that he marked a big school of fish and we still got some bonitas in the tube. So I say we get the sailfish in, bust them off, run over to where Sean is. He already caught 2. He doesn't care if we come and join the party,
Yeah,
right?
he's got his limit. We're good.
That's what friends are for. He would have never sent you the text if he didn't want you to come and join him, right? Dude, he's a micro. Look at him. They just don't make sailfish like they used to. Woo!
Grab some snips.
Dennis, you getting the shots? Don't scratch my boat.
That looks very dangerous. I'm good on that.
Yeah?
I can probably get that one hook out with the I got my D-hooker.
You have your D-hooker. The rig is actually perfect. He didn't mess it up at all.
At the leader.
Okay, you got it?
Poor thing.
He's got the boat in gear, gonna let some water get over his gills, send him on his way. Be free, little buddy. Alright, he's good. Go catch a wahoo now. We're pulling up to Dennis's buddy Sean. He's coming to flex his 2 wahoo. Here we are, $300,000 boat, no wahoo. This man's getting it done on a kayak. He's really good. He comes out of Pompano a lot and catches a ton of wahoo on the kayak. Woo!
Sean, you're my hero.
Way too many sharks, bro.
Hell of a day, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate the pics, man. It's awesome.
Remember that one for a while. Nice fish.
It's like the first time really ever done, as far as I know.
Were they
Okay,
on the flat line or
yeah,
downrigger?
hold him right there, Sean.
Everything deep.
Deep?
Yeah.
Pompano in the house.
Should have just came out in the kayak today. Gone stealth mode. It's pretty impressive to be able to catch 2 wahoo in a kayak on live baits in the same day. Are you out there? Pitch. I'm bit. We're done. We gave this enough time. Should have came out in the kayak today. We're gonna go to a spot, anchor up, and start bottom fishing. I actually have perfect conditions to bottom fish. So the current is going that way north. Just hit anchor lock with the Garmin trolling motor. We're gonna put some chum out. Hopefully some bait comes to the boat and also attract fish. And the wreck we're fishing is like 150 feet behind the boat. Caught a lot of black grouper here in the past. Black grouper season is actually ending at the end of the month, so that's one of the things I wanted to do today is try to get a black grouper. This time of year, they come in shallower in the winter to spawn, and that's why they close it from January through April. So we're gonna get baits down. We're gonna fish a rig like this, a sliding swivel. So I got my weighted portion is sliding, so that way when a fish picks it up, they don't feel the tension. And my leader is gonna be attached to here, about 50 feet of 60 pound and a nice big circle hook. So what I like to do for my bottom rig, I just buy a cheap spool of mono, and I'm gonna do about 30 feet of leader for this amount of current. And then what I like to do is, instead of doing straight fluorocarbon, now I will take my fluorocarbon, so I'm not wasting a bunch because this stuff is expensive. So 50 pound tough line. I'm gonna just do a uni to uni to my leader. And by fishing a lighter top shot or a heavier top shot in the lighter leader, if I do break off, it's only gonna be this small 5-foot section of fluorocarbon. My whole bottom setup is always going from heavier to lighter line. So 65 pound braid, 80 pound mono, then 60 or 50 pound top shot, and then a lighter fluorocarbon leader. And these are the hooks for fishing. These Mustad 8.0 Demon inline circles. Now this is my favorite bottom bait. Nice vacuum sealed fresh goggle eye. I'm gonna fish them whole because we have a good shot at grouper here, so I want a bigger bait. And all I like to do is just cut off the tail so it doesn't spin. And then I'll take my hook and I hook them right here in the head. You want to make sure you get it right in the middle because you want everything to be nice and hydrodynamic and streamlined. Just like that.
Okay, I just made a little bonita plug, just cut the head off to get some scent out there. It's still a big profile so the little fish won't pick it to death right away. But a lot of scent on this bait, you can butterfly it too. But fishing a bait like this way, you definitely won't get picked apart by little critters.
All right, the speedos showed up. Sabikis flying everywhere. Gonna put on some sabikis and try to get the speedos while they're here because they're not always here for very long. So those would be a really nice grouper bait to drop down and also a good fresh bait. Always prefer to drop something fresh that you catch at the spot you're fishing. If we catch nothing the rest of the day, I'll be a happy man. Look at that giant, chunky, juicy bait. Uh-oh. Oh no, the sabiki.
I thought that was a mackerel coming in.
That was a big one. But if I got the opportunity to catch some speedos, I will never turn it down. Yeah, he's still there. He's munching it. He's there, Dennis. He's running at me. That feels like the right kind, the right flavor. Oh yeah, good bottom fish. This was on that goggle eye. Oh.
Was a good bottom fish.
Either it got sharked or broke me off on something. That was a good bottom fish. You can really feel when you got a mutton or grouper on that head digging. And I think there's probably a rock off of the wreck because he wasn't running towards the wreck, he was running towards the boat. So he probably found a little rock or something. And as much as I hate seeing sharks at this spot, usually when you're bottom fishing and there's sharks around, you know there's gonna be groupers and muttons and African pompanos and stuff like that. So it's never a bad sign. You just gotta fight through them, mess with them for 2 hours, and then hopefully they leave you alone. Come on this time. That's real heavy. Nice and heavy. That's a lot of dead weight, but could always be a big grouper. We're doing a lot of multitasking here, trying to catch as many speedos as possible while soaking baits. I think this is going to be a nurse shark or a regular shark. Not giving me any tail beats. Exact opposite of what that last fish was doing. But this is good. We'll give this shark a toothache and hopefully he doesn't come back. It's not moving at all. Like my fish went into something. Maybe that's what happened. It broke me off last time. Because now I feel tail beats. I think I was in something.
It rocked you up?
Yeah. Broke off. We might need to slide a little bit because whatever structure's here, they're finding it. Even though you're far away from the wreck, there's always little rock piles or pieces of the structure that they can break you off on. But I lost them again.
All right, we just caught a bunch of fresh speedos. Nothing beats fresh bait, so we're gonna drop down a fresh speedo and see if we get a different bite. Split the head open, just got some more scent out there. Give it a shot.
All right, making some fresh speedo chunks for bait. That's what I like right there, a nice little tail section. Elliot's fishing a big bait. I'm gonna fish medium-sized bait, something different. Move the boat a little bit, move like 50 feet in and to the south to try to get away from whatever was breaking us off. Hook them just like that. Yeah, he's got it. Just want to see what's eating our baits. Feels like a bottom fish. Not very big. Definitely the smallest thing I've hooked so far. But it's not broken off.
Here, I'll make leader too.
Is it a shark?
Or even better.
Oh goodness, that's how you know there's sharks around. Yep, that is not what I hooked on my first two
Hey, that
fish.
mustad right in the corner.
Pretty common knowledge, but if you guys don't know, these fish actually attach them fish to sharks. They got that suction cup on top of their head, and they're always on sharks, whale sharks, stingrays, and they are scrap eaters. So they will eat all the scraps that the sharks and stuff that's coming off of them when they're eating. They just sit on them and somehow the sharks don't bother them. I don't know if they get a nice little massage or they eat parasites off of them, but it's a pretty neat relationship that a remora has with a big predator. They get a nice easy meal, don't have to swim much, they just suction cup onto whatever they're on, and quite the life, huh? Yeah! I don't know what happened there.
Feels
Make it
kind of
happen, Elliot.
feels kind of sharky. But same thing though. They tap, 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 and then stop. He's there.
Come on! Nothing?
No, he's there. Shark.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Nice head shakes. That's fighting just like the right fish. Oh, and you got heavy. That was a grouper or a mutton. I lost him 50 feet under the boat. But you could tell my line, I was gaining. Line got real heavy, shark grabbed him, broke off. Well, what's the number one rule of fishing? Never leave fish to find fish, right? But we didn't want to stay there and keep losing all our fish to sharks. So we went south, back towards home. Guess what? No current. So we ran like halfway back to where we were, and there's some current here, so we're gonna continue bottom fishing, but we're gonna put out a flatline speedo. You never know if a wahoo swims by. So we're killing two birds with one stone. Chunk of speedo, fresh from today, going out. We did get a really good wahoo bite here, and this is really close to where, if you guys watched the wahoo video, where we had one come right up to the back of the boat and follow a bait in. Something is gonna happen here. A lot of life on the bottom. The Garmin's were marking real nice.
No way, I got a fish. I don't know, it doesn't feel that big.
Oh, God.
Oh, look at these fish. What's it gonna be, Dennis?
Oh.
Mutton snapper.
What? You had a keeper and you didn't even know it.
Just caught this mutton snapper here, first one of the day. Not a giant, but still a keeper. And get baits back down and try again. Well, there's one, there's more.
Come on. Kind of feel like shark taps. Come on, baby, baby. 1 pound fish. Did I miss you? I missed him. I blew it, Dennis. Elliot's the only true angler on this boat, on this vessel. Tough fishing in the wintertime. Especially in our area. We were all talking about how, you know how nice it'd be to be in the Keys where we live, Pompano, this area. Winter fishing can be super tough, especially because the weather patterns are not consistent. I'm getting bit again. Are you on? Yeah, you're on this time. The weather patterns are just not very consistent, so the fish kind of change what they like a lot. You know, especially something like bonnefish, pelagics, they like consistent weather. But I think I got a good fish on here. Feels like a mutton, feels like the right species. I'm hoping. Didn't get our grouper today, but there's still like a week and a half left of season. We'll come back out and try again. Brown shark.
Oh, jumper.
Wow.
Look at that de-hooker. Vic's favorite, a brown shark. Why show him the land shark way, Vic?
Say what?
So why don't you show him the land shark way of doing it?
How's that?
Give him a good old grab.
I'll grab him. I'm not afraid of a little baby shark. If you do grab a shark, you gotta grab him real firmly, right here behind the gills. And get his hook out. These guys are actually pretty dang tasty. Kept them quite a few times. Little Atlantic sharpnose sharks. Nice firm meat. Oh, there we go. See, even a little shark like this has some pretty crazy teeth. Open your mouth, Mr. Sharky. Open your mouth.
I can see it.
Yeah? Alright. Be free, my friend. Going straight back down to eat another bait. Look at mine freaking out. On top, on top. You see him? Something pushed him up top. Take it out of gear, Dennis. He came straight up to the surface and like did a little roll. Is that a sail on the bottom bait? Are you kidding? How does that even happen? Yep. That's a big one, isn't it? Oh, this rod is either he's in it or he's freaking out. Big sailfish on. Oh boy, he's gonna tangle all the rods. Look at him going crazy. We're about to get a big tangle. You think this sail might be illegal? He looked pretty big. Second sailfish on of the day. I saw my Speedo freaking out and something pushed him up top. I saw him like did a little jump. Sailfish went crazy back there. All right, Elliot's got the boat in gear and we are gonna chase this fish. If he's legal size, he's coming in the fish box. Here he goes. He might be. They gotta be like 73, it's either 63 or 73 inches to the fork. So we'll measure him and see. So yeah, boat in gear, I'm at the bow and we are going to chase this thing rather than fight it from a standstill boat. Or it would take forever. We wanted to keep bottom fishing, but we went to a different spot inshore of us. Look, a free jumping sail. There's gotta be a ton of sails right here. We went inshore looking for some current on the ledge and there was no current. I just lost the lip. I think we had a couple fish looking at our baits. He's close now. All right, speeding up to him. If this was a sailfish tournament, you can fish a 15-foot leader. All you gotta do is grab that 15 feet and it's a catch. They just break them off. So this would have been a caught fish already. But we are not fishing a sailfish tournament. All right, we have subdued Mr. Sailfish.
That's a pretty nice one.
Yeah. Yeah, he's big. Woo! How big?
To the fork,
Yeah.
he's about 69.
Are you sure it's 63?
100%. I'll double check that.
I think we got a legal size sail, folks. But he's big. I mean, you guys see the one that we caught earlier this morning was a quarter of this size. He was like this big. I don't know why FWC, I guess this is when they want you to keep them, but they gotta be really big to keep. But we got a sailfish, which means we got a video, and we're gonna get to eat this thing, which I'm excited for because I've only ever harvested one sailfish in Florida, and it was really good. They're actually really good sashimi fish.
Yeah, 63 inches.
63?
Yep.
Okay, so if you guys look, just so nobody says nothing, you got to measure them from the lower jaw right there. That's the lower jaw. And then the way you measure them is to the fork of the tail, which is right here. And they have to be 63 inches, which this guy's almost 69, 70. All right, guys, we came out here with the intentions of wahoo and black grouper and mutton snapper, but you got to go with what the ocean provides you some days. And I can't tell you how many sailfish I've caught in the last 2 years, and none of them have been this big. None of them have been legal size, so I'm definitely not passing up this opportunity. Already got my buddy Frankie on speed dial. I know he's gonna make some amazing fish dip, but we actually had Pacific sailfish in Mexico, and it was some of the best sashimi I ever had. They got red meat like a tuna, so I'm very excited to eat this guy. It's not really common practice. Most people do release them, but hey, FWC thinks there's a big enough population of these fish to harvest them, so why not? You don't catch these fish that often this big, so he's going home in the blue water. First sailfish in the fish box.
It's like a baby swordfish, Bill. A little bit different. Sailfish have like sandpaper on their bill. You can kind of see here. Swordfish are more flat, but the edges are very sharp, so they're designed for swatting.
I would say the number one question I get asked and emailed and Instagram DM'd is, do I charter? I don't charter for the fact of I got to keep my schedule open because my primary thing is making videos for you guys, but there's a lot of really good captains, and Elliot's one of them. He does do private charters where he'll come on your boat even and show you guys how to do stuff. So if you're interested and you're in the South Florida area, this is the guy. We're headed into the inlet right now, and we want to know what he's doing. He's got a rag in one hand, getting every single speck of blood off this boat. I really enjoy fishing with Elliot. Always a good time. Now's your turn, Elliot.
Nick is the man. Love this guy. So if anyone does want to reach out to me to go fishing, you can reach out to me on my Instagram. It's elliot.london, or you can shoot me an email at elliotdonedigging@gmail.com. And Victor will link that below.
All right, we're out of here. Beautiful day on the water with the boys. I miss fishing with Brooke. You know, Dennis asked me earlier today, when's the last time you guys have been on the boat together? And I want to say it was when we went scalloping, and that was all the way in August. You know, she was really pregnant towards the end. And then since Lily's been born, it's just a full-time job, and I'm super proud of her. Guys, hug your wives, kiss them, hug your moms, because being a parent is no joke. It's the most rewarding thing you'll ever do in your life, but it is extremely time-consuming, and especially for the mom with breastfeeding and doing all that. So super proud of Brooke, and she'll be out here soon enough. Lily will be out here soon enough catching her own sailfish, and we're gonna keep it a family tradition. Headed into the inlet. We'll see you guys to fillet the sailfish. All right, so we got our sailfish. On the way home, I brined him a little bit, dumped a bunch of buckets of salt water because they're such a big fish to try to get its cork temperature down. We're gonna start right here by the tail. Got an 8-inch Dexter Sportfish knife. Really good knife for pelagics. We're just gonna work from the head to the tail of this fish, or from the tail to the head of this fish. They really are unique for us in Florida. You know, it's the only really big billfish we can target. We do have blue marlin, but they're not in big numbers to where you can really go out and say, hey, I'm gonna go and catch a blue marlin today in South Florida. So I didn't want to act unappreciative when we're catching sailfish. I know that it might not act that excited. It's just because it's kind of like one of those fish where Don't really keep them to eat them unless they're this big, which is very rare. And you know how it is when you got a game plan in mind and you're trying to catch something else, you don't want any bycatch. I'm gonna go right here, around that pec fin, down to the head. If you look, the meat, it's kind of pinkish in color. And one thing that people do when they do keep sailfish, it's a very popular fish to make dip out of, to make smoked fish dip out of. So now just on the other side of the backbone, you guys see what I'm filleting on. This is our brand new killer dock. We got it about a month ago and I am in love with this thing. Look at how big of a fish you could fit on this thing. They got a bunch of different models to choose from. All aluminum construction, beautiful light bar for filleting at night, 2 hose stations, knife sharpener, even got a beer holder right there, a little shelf to put your Ziploc bags in. And if you guys are looking for a gift, I got some coupon codes. You guys can save some money on these killer docks. I'll have them linked below. So that's one thing I remember when I filleted sailfish. They have these little like air sacs. I don't know if it's something to do with their buoyancy or their air bladder, but all sailfish have them in their stomach, and they're kind of like those pop things you put in packages. That is one side of our sailfish, very bloody, just like a tuna. And look at this, it's kind of interesting. It almost looks like fat or some type of cushion form on the top side of him. Anytime I have a big fish like this, I never try to skin it in one shot. I'll usually work in sections. So something like this big, cut it into a section, and then the sailfish have pretty thin skin too, so it makes it easier to skin them out. So I actually switched my knife for the skinning process. Take my knife, go on one side of that bloodline, go down to the skin but not all the way through it, and kind of work my way out, and almost like you're rolling that meat off of the skin. Same thing I would do with a wahoo or any big pelagic fish. And look at that. See, their sailfish are very lean, huge flakes, but they're not flaky. But you can already tell when I hold this protein, I know it would make for really good ceviche, really good sashimi, really good sushi, firm and lean. And the very bloody fish, you got to shave away all this bloodline and all this fibrous sinew, that connective tissue. I got Elliot washing the boat right now. I love fishing with that guy. And here's another neat little trick. So since this sailfish was so bloody, I always tell you guys, never ever expose your saltwater fish to fresh water. If you want to get rid of blood or something, you can take your knife and just brush it on the meat with the grain of the skin. And you see it ends up on your knife. And then you can do that. And then when you get in the kitchen, put some paper towels on it, get all that excess blood off. Your first sailfish. Woo! Punch, punch, punch.
She just had a nice nap.
Yeah.
And she knew her dad was home, so she had to wake up.
Yeah. I love it when she's like a little tree frog on your chest like that. That's the cutest.
Oh wait, she's such a good little baby. Say hi, everybody.
All right, guys, so first things first, we're gonna work on this really delicious pepper and onion pasta. So what you guys didn't see yet is I had a whole stick of butter, some onions, yellow, red, orange, and green bell peppers, added some tomato paste as well as good amount of garlic, and sauteed our onions. Just got the tomato paste and garlic going. Now we're going to deglaze with some of this stuff right here. So I want our pasta to have a good seafood rich flavor. Clam juice, secret key for a lot of dishes. It's briny, it adds a lot of depth of flavor. It's gonna give me that flavor profile that I'm looking for. We're gonna do 2 cans of these little minced clams as well. Sailfish. The last thing I cooked in this kitchen was bull shark. Sailfish is very similar to bull shark in the sense that it is a very lean and pretty firm protein. So if you were to cook this on the grill or bake it or whatever, it's pretty tough. So whenever you have a tough protein, what I like to do, cut it thin. So someone's not chewing on it. You know, nice 1/4 inch thick pieces, almost look like little fish sticks. And this is what we're gonna put directly onto our grill. We're gonna try sailfish 2 ways. Last year when Brooke, Dennis, and I were in Mexico, I had the opportunity to make Pacific sailfish. I grilled some, as well as made some into a crudo style dish, and that's exactly what we're gonna do today as well. So I'm gonna just center this off. So if you look, I'm just making like 1/4 inch passes for little pieces like that. I'm telling you, it makes it so much better because sailfish can be very tough to work with. This is gonna be for our crudo style. I'm gonna slice this as thin as I can possibly get it. Paper thin pieces for our crudo because this is gonna be in raw. It's about as thin as you can possibly get it. Let's see. Very similar to tuna. Doesn't have as much flavor as tuna, but it's nice and lean, not gamey at all, not bloody, not irony. It's actually really good. All right, so for our crudo, I don't know what to call it. I'm just gonna call it a dressing. We got cucumber, garlic, cilantro, the juice of 3 limes, and some salt. Get some honey in there. That's such a good flavor combo. If you just blend cilantro with water, it's like the most, you could just drink this, it's so good. It's like the perfect smoothie. So we're gonna set this aside. My buddy Elliot's coming over and he's got a nice piece of wahoo, so we're gonna do half wahoo, half sailfish, and then we're gonna go ahead and pour that sauce over it. All right, I'm trying something I've never done before, but I've heard about it. Cream cheese in the pasta sauce. It's gonna make it super creamy and give it a really good flavor. All right, Elliot just brought us over some wahoo. I'll tell you what, wahoo compared to the sailfish, this is way, what's the opposite of firm, Dennis? I can't.
Soft.
It's way softer than sailfish. Sometimes my brain just does not work, but look at that. Wahoo's good, but it really does not have much flavor.
Where'd you get that wahoo from?
Okay, so when you guys saw in the video, our buddy Sean Rolls, amazing fisherman out of Pompano, he caught 2 wahoo on a kayak, which is incredible. Catch 1 wahoo on a kayak, but 2 in the same day. He was stoked, first time he ever got it, so he was leaving to go out of town the next day, so he actually donated one of his fish to us, and we get to enjoy it tonight. We're gonna finish our crudo. We got our sailfish, we got our wahoo, and now we're gonna top it off. Some cucumber, some cut up radishes, and then some red onion. All right, now we're gonna go on with that sauce. Just make that fish swim in it. The red one is sailfish and the white one is wahoo.
Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. The wahoo and the sailfish together. What is this called?
Crudo.
Crudo. Wow. I think I've seen pictures of Victor eating this in Mexico or something. But I never had it. But it looks good. Now that I try it, it is good.
Super fresh. I'm secretly glad that Fisher's not here so I can eat his portion of it.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Look at her look around. Look at her look around. Like,
When I went to take a nap, nobody was here, and I wake up and everybody's here.
it's like last night, all over again.
Did you ever think you're gonna have sailfish raw?
Did not. Honestly, had quite a bit of wahoo, and I do think it's better than wahoo. So props to Vic. For, what is this thing called again, Vic?
Crudo.
Crudo. First time having crudo too, but it's very good.
So I personally like the sailfish better, but the whole dish, like in and of itself, was very fresh, very bright. It was so good.
Bread, I thought they were both good. I love how thin the slices are. The juice, cilantro juice is really good. I liked them both.
I've recently learned that when we do these like taste tests, like comparisons, I feel like I can never tell the difference between them. Like last night we had 2 different kinds of lobster and I was like, they taste the same to me. We had like grouper and then snapper the other day and I was like, the textures are a little bit different, but when you cook them the same, it's so hard to really tell the difference. Unless I'm just have a really poor palate and I just think everything tastes so similar. But they're both good. We had 8 sailfish when we were in Mexico and it was excellent. So I had no doubt that it was gonna be just as good as wahoo, so.
Okay, check it out. Homemade with love, you know by who? Dennis's mom. Dennis's mom has taken a liking to making homemade pasta and she made this beautiful bow tie pasta that I just put in the pot right here. I'm very excited to try it. Can't say I've had a lot of homemade pasta. She made it one time other for us, but I requested a big batch and Dennis brought it over, so shout out to Dennis's mom.
That's so silly.
All right guys, out here on the Rectex Smokestone Griddle, going down with some avocado oil. Get that cooking surface nice and oiled up. Happy that the sailfish crudo was a big hit for everyone. I liked it. I thought it was very similar to the sailfish that we had in Mexico. Had good flavor. I honestly preferred it to the wahoo. Now, I didn't show you guys this, but all I did was hit our sailfish pieces with some blackened seasoning and salt only on one side because these pieces are so thin. So we're gonna go down with our seasoned side. Give it a nice crust. If you look, it almost looks like there's some fat coming out of the sailfish, which is a good sign. Oh yeah. So since they're so thin, we really just wanted to cook it mainly on one side, get a good crust on there, get that, I don't know if it's Maillard or Maillard reaction, but everybody likes it. Do not want to risk overcooking them. If anything, serving them a little raw in the middle would not hurt. We got Dennis's mom's delicious bow tie pasta, folded in that pepper and onion sauce. It's time to dish up. Oh yeah. It's gonna be good, Dennis. All right, there we have it, our sailfish and our pasta.
Trying not to be like fussy because we're like connoisseurs of fish, especially in this house the way Victor cooked it. He's got so much seasoning on here that it's delicious. But if I'm going to say one thing, I think I like sailfish raw a little better than cooked. This is delicious and I'm going to eat it and I'm probably going to go back for seconds. It's that good. But if I was gonna, you know, judge it in any way, like a lot of people like wahoo raw better than cooked. I feel the same way about sailfish.
Yeah, no, just like Brian said, some fish are better raw than cooked. This fish is very good cooked, but I do think it's better raw, just like Brian said.
I'm a fan. I like it. I love blackened anything. It's delicious both ways. I like it both ways.
I'd agree. I think it's about even for me. I liked it raw and I like it blackened. The seasoning is perfect. I love it. I wouldn't change a thing. But I also like the crudo too. Yeah, it's a tie for me.
So I will agree too. I like it. I personally like, the last thing we ate at this table was bull shark. And I almost like fish that have a very unique flavor that don't taste like fish. This is not flaky like a snapper, a grouper is. It's very dense, it's meaty, which I kind of like. It's a refreshing, it's something different than you normally don't have. So I'll definitely do it again.
But it's definitely better raw than cooked. I think it just gets a little more tougher. Same thing with wahoo. There are just certain fish that cook better a certain way. Every time we go to Mexico, we always have sailfish sandwiches on the boat, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Burritos.
Burritos, and it's
Sailfish
like,
and marlin burritos.
and they chop it up into small pieces in a burrito, and this is like would be perfect for that. But it's very good. Don't get me wrong. It's just a thicker texture than like a normal like snapper or really white meat fish.
I love this pasta that your mom made. It's delicious. I thought the sailfish reminded me of like swordfish or something, like a different texture, but very good. I really liked it. I ate all my pieces first. Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was really good.
Dennis, very good on your mom's pasta. We gotta tell Tita, thank you very much. All right, guys, Sailfish, major success. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Fun day with the boys once again. Happy to have Elliot here. Thanks for bringing over the wahoo.
Thank you, Vic, for having me.
Big thank you to Sean for donating some wahoo. Until the next one, see ya.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, happy birthday, Vic. Turning 34 and young.
Bye! Make sure you comment down below. Happy birthday to Victor. His birthday's on December 31st.
One of my buddies, he said,